We continue reading the book Within the Power of Universal Mind by Rochelle, Sparrow and Cortney, Kane. So today's topic is identifying the energy. So last time we understood about the power of energy, like how author has shape shifted into different animals to get those energies, be it tiger, be it eagle, be it bear. He was able to draw the energy, and there was an exercise where we have to visualize, the animals when we are in the stillness, and that's when we get that power and energy. So today we will understand about identifying the energy. So author is saying that mind is the seat, to discover our true self. So when we focus, it is a tool. Mind is a tool to understand and focus our energy. Okay, and author says that we don't need religion, government, or media to connect to our true self, self-realization. What we need is to keep our mind open with awareness and understand the energy going inward. So in this materialistical world, how we can go inward is through slowing down. So that we can achieve through meditation. When we do meditation, we experience the stillness, and in that stillness, we identify the energy inside us. Okay. So the energy, people don't see and understand, so they may not believe in the energy, but like gravity and air, so energy presence or existence should be trusted. That is what he's saying. So when we are in stillness or slowing down our mind, that time we can feel the energy of our inner energy, and we should connect, identify it, and experience that energy. And he says, let the thoughts come and go like waves of the ocean, and then deeply feel, breathe deeply to feel our inner energy. And he asks us to do an experiment that focus on your emotional inner experience. After reading this paragraph, allow your thoughts to float by. Keep breathing and focus your mind inward. Practice this exercise for at least 15 minutes for 3 days. Do not be concerned if at first you are thinking about your next project at work or picking up the kids. Just continue to practice. We guarantee you one thing, you will notice something about your inward experience when you come out of the meditation that you did not notice before. When we identify the energy inside, then we understand our feelings and feelings which we have never focused or paid attention. We are into the daily chores, and we are full of thoughts and activities. So unless we slow down, we will not understand, go inward and understand our inner energy. So this completes identifying the energy chapter, and we will next understand energy is intelligent next. If anyone wants to add anything or input or comments, please unmute yourself.
Yeah. Hello, Rashmika ji.
Yes, Naji, yes.
So short and sweet, and that is all needed, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Just awareness and take your mind to inwards instead of outward. And this should be experienced. Then only we know what you're talking. And yeah, that's true. Just we have to mindfully bring your mind towards our breath inward. And the other way also we can do is like observe those body parts as breath is moving inward. You focus first, take the breath to the stomach, because the inward breath is goes to stomach and fills all the way up, all the body parts. And then also when you exhale, again go back to the stomach. Okay, I think that is that way we fill out our whole all body parts, and exhale also from bottom. That's why energy also exchanges. Go in and fill it up, come to the top level, again go back and empty it all the way to top level. So that is the way um, we can receive maximum energy, maximum oxygen, and we observe those body parts, and it automatically, our mind goes inside. Mm. So yeah, that is the process that should I follow. I just wanted to share. Yeah, beautiful. And feel the inner stillness. Once only, just consciously, couple of times only we need to observe, and after that, it takes care of everything. Once mind is still, it just does what it's supposed to do. Right? So, yeah, thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
Yeah. Thank you, Sanaji. Thank you for your detailed explanation.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's also awareness also increases.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, Ramji.
Thank you, Rashmiji. So the way you said about imagining the animals, that was part of the first session, sounded pretty curious. So I'll have to go back to the recording and then listen to the wisdom there. And today's wisdom, we always speak about meditation, become aware. Yes, that's the base. However, to internalize every activity and then connect to the emotion inside is as well pretty interesting, which means that you become meditative, within brackets, let's say mindful of things that we constantly do. So I think this is where the meditation will lead each one of us. There is no differentiation between living versus practicing meditation. Life becomes meditation. So very beautiful. So thank you.
Thank you, Ram. I could hear Bhumi's voice also. Nice to hear her also.
Can we see
Thank
baby, Ramji?
you.
Yeah, she's a bit occupied. Maybe next time.
Oh, okay, okay. No worries. Yeah, so sweet voice.
Yes, anyone else wants to add, comment? Yes, Lingesh.
Sairam, everyone. Thank you for reading. Last time you mentioned about the animals, and I was thinking about that for quite a while, and I found that all our deities, Lord Shiva, then Durga Mata, they all have these animals associated. If you see the pictures,
Yes.
and I used to think, okay, tiger is for courage, lion, she rides the lion, that's also courage and boldness. So I started thinking about that. There is something in putting all these animals with these associate with the deities, and there are multiple meanings to that, and not only the qualities of the animal, but it also means sometimes to overcome that particular thing that is indicated. I think so. So there is meaning, a lot of meaning in that, and um, even some of the deities in their stories, they take the form of some animals, isn't it? In
Yes.
many things, they convert themselves, or they um, become one of those animals just to get in that path. And even the 10 avatars of Mahavishnu, it describes various animals, isn't it? First in the water as a fish, and then the Kurma, and then the Narsimha avatar, like all the um, avatars are also in the form of animals, and that means something quite significant, I understand, and they
Yes.
had to take that form because human form was not the right form to do that job. So similarly, we too, you were saying the animals and their qualities and all that. So, and to go and experience how that animal is and all, it makes more sense now. And I agree with that. And it is quite a wonderful thought that described in your book, that book.
Thank you, Dr. Lingeshwari. Yeah, absolutely. The Shavdar is starting from the water, and science also discovered. No, first is like water, life began in water, and slowly
Evolution.
amphibian, yes, evolution. So science is discovering with facts what we knew, or scriptures. It's already written in our in the form of stories. And though we are in meditation, we don't. No, astrology doesn't play any role, but in astrologically also each individual has a certain tree
Animal.
and also animal along with the star and zodiac signs and all those things. So I think the way you are getting attracted or connected to that particular animal or bird energy, it also reflects back, the planetary position and
Yes,
how it
yes.
influences.
Yeah, I did astrology, so I can tell you more about it. Each star has a particular animal, a tree, and a bird, and also flowers. And they say there are a set of trees for each, like there is a tree allocated for each star. And if you grow that tree in your land or in your garden or anything, then that brings in a lot of good luck because it sets an harmony with yourself. And similarly, that particular animal, um, it may be a horse, it may be elephant, and those things are used in the matching when they do the matching of the charts. So if one animal is a snake and the other one is the enemy of snake, then they will say that marriage is not advisable and they won't do the marriage for them. And friendship also is like that. If there's a friendly pair, then they will get on very well. So the matching is good for that, and so on. Yeah. So there are very deep science is the Vedic science. It included all facets of life. So, um, yeah, it takes time to learn all that. If you want to become a Vedic scholar, it's going to take years. And this is why they start them very young, like 4 years, like that, they'll start Vedic studies. And that is how they get to understand all these things. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, when you talked about Vedic, I just brought up recently, I think a couple of days back, one of the Vedic scholar from Maharashtra, he could do, I think, continuously in a short span of time, I think 50 days, Vedas full continuous Parayanam, one after the another, continuously without stopping, which is done
Yeah.
after 100
Wow.
years. So,
Gosh.
yeah, things are happening, changing. So it is a wonder, after
Yeah.
200 years, someone could do it. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Unbeatable achievement.
Very nice. The thing with the Vedic scriptures are that you can't just go and read it. First
Yeah.
of all, you must have learned it first. You should understand, and only then you can do a parayanam. Yeah. Thank
Thank you.
you,
Thank you for
Ira.
bringing. Anyone else wants to share? Yes,
Hey,
Mridulaji.
Rashmi.
Yeah, hello.
Interesting topics. I'm just listening today. So I just wanted to say hi and very interesting. Good to
Yeah.
hear you. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. I know you are very close to shamanic practices and these things, so you're curious and interested. So yeah, this book, I think it will give you more
Yeah,
in depth.
it is. I remember that you do today, I think. So I couldn't join the meditation, but I wanted to join the conversation. Yeah, because um, to the current world, it seems like out there and different, but we weren't always in the current system, right? In the current outlook. We came from that. So, and I don't know if all the old, teachings, we didn't keep some of them. We should have kept some of those beautiful, because we were close to nature. We were close to the animals. We would see them. Now we don't see anything. I told you the one day my fence, there are fences here where I live. Even when I lived in Minnesota, there's no fences, but there are fences here, and this fox dug underneath and came to my back doorsteps. Cat, foxes, armadillos, they would all come, just digging. For a while, I just kept getting them in the camera would catch them on my porch. But they're around, they're still around. We just don't notice them,
Mm.
because people connected so well with the animals, they looked at them as guides, right?
Yes.
And just because we don't speak the language of them, we don't have the, perception or understanding, it doesn't mean they have, something or not something to teach us. So, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I like this topic a lot. So I love listening to it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mridulaji. Yes, definitely there is a connection because earlier I think we had a connection with dolphin. Dolphin could,
Yes.
communicate with us and these things, but eventually it vanished. We became so self-centered that humans are isolated and rest all beings are like outcasted kind, but we are all one fabric. That is what author is trying to tell in this book. Like we are all one fabric. If anything happens to anyone in this planet, it is affecting human being. But we feel that we are the more intelligent and we take pride of it. But we are within the frame of universal mind. It's like a energy cobweb connecting each other. So anything stirring happens, suppose in the animal world, definitely we are affected. And similarly to trees, to nature, anything, we are all connected. Full universal mind, and we are all threads, each threads, connecting a tapestry of universal mind.
Mm. The thing is, once they started building all these concrete jungles, skyscrapers, cities like that almost all over the world. Any city or any metro you take, they're all concrete jungles. And there is no land, or actually, we have robbed the land of all these natural beings, animals, squirrels, birds, and we have built upon that, and their numbers are reducing. The number of say for tigers, it's a protected species, and elephants and so on. They're reducing in numbers because we have taken over their habitat. And of course, being city born and city living people, they hardly see these regular animals that um, birds or anything like somebody would see in a village or in the countryside. And I remember um, Attenborough saying so many species have become extinct because their habitats were robbed and they didn't have the thing to survive. And I don't know, he mentioned like there are thousands of species are missing now. They don't exist now.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
Thank you, everyone, for joining and adding your energies. Have a miraculous day and
I
good
just
night.
uh,
Yeah, Mridulaji. Go ahead. Yeah.
So we're bringing up the species, just small thing like bees. You know, we don't think bees are important. They drive us crazy when they fly around us, right? But without them, the whole ecosystem will collapse. They
Yeah.
pollinate flowers, and then in turn, the flowers, it's like, with the vegetables and fruits, and then without vegetables, some animals won't be. It's like, it's such a small thing. We think it's not important. I mean, we didn't know it was that important without them. And we worry when if we don't have the bees,
Mm.
But then, we try to kill all the bugs with these pesticides. I feel sad about that. I mean, we don't like them, but doesn't mean we should just destroy them because we don't know the importance of, there's certain they're called something, they're very important in nature, including some insects. They're without them we would not be able to survive because so many species are dependent on their survival.
Yeah, very true. That's true. That's what, especially in the insect world, that carries the maximum species that are extinct now. And of course, the bees are threatened. And the bees are threatened because one thing is the concrete jungle, and then comes the Wi-Fi networks and mobile towers, and they're all killing the bees actually. They're getting lost and everything. So steadily, if you see in the modern 21st century, the bee population has come down a lot. And if you remember Einstein, didn't he say if the bees are extinct, then mankind has only 50 years to can survive only maximum 50 years, just 50 years. Yeah, we need to keep that in mind. Yeah.
Thank you all for a nice discussion. Really good.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Good day, good night.
Good night.